सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्परां नारायणं पद्मभवं वसिष्ठं शक्तिं च तत्पुत्रपराशरं च व्यासं शुकं गौडपादं महान्तं गोविन्दयोगीन्द्रमतास्य शिष्यं श्रीशङ्कराचार्यमतास्य पद्मपादं च हस्तामलकं च शिष्यं तं तोटकं वार्तिककारमन्यान् अस्मद्गुरून् सन्ततमानतोऽस्मि श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणानाम् आलयं करुणालयं नमामि भगवत्पादं शङ्करं लोकशङ्करं शङ्करं शङ्कराचार्यं केशवं बादरायणं सूत्रभाष्यकृतौ वन्दे भगवन्तौ पुनः पुनः समस्तजनकल्याणे निरतं करुणामयं नमामि चिन्मयं देवं सद्गुरुं ब्रह्मविद्वरम्। कलाभ्यां चूडालङ्कृतशशिकलाभ्यां निजतपः फलाभ्यां भक्तेषु प्रकटितफलाभ्यां भवतु मे शिवाभ्यामस्तोकत्रिभुवनशिवाभ्यां हृदि पुनः भवाभ्यामानन्द स्फुरदनुभवाभ्यां नतिरियम् अङ्कोलं निजबीदसन्ततिरयस्कान्तोफलं सूचिकाः साध्वीनैजविभुं लदाक्षितिरुहं सिन्धुसरिद्वल्लभं प्राप्नोति यथा तथा पशुपतेः पादारविन्दद्वयं चेतो वृत्तिरुपेत्य तिष्ठति सदा सा भक्तिरित्युच्यते। Definition of ka bhakti. What is devotion? Mind traveling towards the Lord's feet and staying there. Sada tishtati. Aravindayoho, Aravinda pada Aravindayoho, in the lotus feet of the Lord. And 5 beautiful examples are given and 5 reasons are given. Swakaranatvat atma paramatma eva swakaranam Ishwarah eva swakaranam jivasya tasmat karane epa karya vilayah. Karya, the effect, always merges into the karanam. Karanasya vyaktiswarupameva karyam. Karya is karanasya vyaktiswarupa. Manifestation of the cause alone is called effect. Gold manifests as ornaments. Mud manifests as pots. So, Jivaha Ishwarasya Vyaktiswarupa. Jiva is the manifestation of Ishwaraha, the Lord. Next more, that's why it is given Nijabhida Santatihi. Ankolam Nijabhida Santati. So, हमको, when we are looking at ourselves and everyone else also, ये सब ईश्वर की व्यक्ति है. उसके लिए हमको व्यक्ति कहते हैं. जैसे ये व्यक्ति है ना. No, but we usually in a very direct, ये व्यक्ति. In Sanskrit, व्यक्ति means manifestation. Bhagavan's manifestation. सब भगवान की manifestation होगा. So, पहला कारण बताया कि Just like the seed goes back to the tree again and again. Second one is, just like the ayaskanta phalam, ayaskanto phala, the magnet is behind, hidden. Only we see the filing moving around. When you do not accept the Lord, you defile him. Swami Vivekananda says, if you define, you defile. So the files that are the Suchikaha, Nartante, Gayante, and all the dance and everything that Karyani Kuruvanti, action they do. Kasmat Karanat, Antaryami Bhagavan Asti Tada. Tada. At all times, Bhagavan is there as Antar Sarvasmin Vasan Sarvam Yamayati. Idi Antaryami. He the one remaining in one, everyone, and moves them. Every part of the body is functioning, and when one of them does not function, then only you realize, oh, I'm tired. My heart is not functioning. Brain is not functioning. When they are all in good condition, we don't even care about it. We take it for granted. Power hai, so you are suddenly it becomes, hey, what has happened? What happened? Why? Because when it is not functioning, only we start paying attention. But Bhagavan is not like that. He functions through us and everyone, and we take it for granted. What we take it for granted is his action. You are breathing, he is doing it. You are digesting, he is doing it. You are growing old, that is also he is doing. Antaryamitvat. The third one is given as Sadvi Naija Vibhum. Atma Paramananda Rupatvat. What we love is what gives us joy. And the nature of the Lord is Paramatma, Paramananda Rupa, permanent Rupa. The nature of supreme joy. And towards joy alone is our journey. And joy alone we seek. As much as the Sadhvi, Stri, Sadhu Stri, Naija Vibhum, Swabhibhum, Sada, at all times she is looking for his presence. So that way, Ananda Rupatvat, Paramatma, Aryadya Yogya, Aradya is worthy of our devotion. Ladak Shitiruham, Sarvasya Adhara Rupatvat. Bhagavan is the one who is in the form of Adhara, substratum, support. Everything is supported by that one presence, invisible presence. Again, we take it for granted. If I throw a stone above, it comes down. And where does it come? Onto your head if you don't move. So, whatever be the law that is there, who created that? Who maintains it? We take it for granted that when I throw the stone, it will come down. Who told you? It has been coming down. That is the only thing. When Newton saw the apple coming down to his nose, he questioned, why is it coming? So his friends said, always it has been coming. Just because it is always happening does not mean nobody is behind this. Every law that we have in the nature, every law is intelligent law only. Not intelligent. See, the earth is rotating on its own axis, going around the sun. That is also a law. So when you stand for a when you stand for a red light and proceed on when the green, if you are doing it because you are obliging to that law, right? The entire nature is obliging to his law. Bishasmat vadapavate, Bishad udedi suryaha, Bishad agnischa indrascha suryaha, mrityuhu davati panchamaiti. Upanishad says, obeying to his command alone, sun rises, wind is flowing, Yama is doing his work, earth is spinning, water is flowing, sun and the moon giving light. All these are all his law, ashraya. Ashrayatvat latakshitiruham sindhu saritvallabam. Final destination, sarvasya purushartha. Final purushartha of everybody is to merge in him. Just like the river merges into the ocean, losing its name and form. So too, our aim should be to merge in him, losing ourselves in his presence. And that is what is called the state of samadhi. And staying in that samadhi alone, all Mahapurushas are blessing the world. So, Parama Purushartha Rupatvat, Bhagavan Aradhya, worthy of worship. So, what should we do? That is what is called bhakti, when our mind gravitates towards the Lord and stays there. Pashupatehe padarabindadvayam cheto vrittirupetya tishtadi sada sa bhaktihi ityuchyate. All right. Why Shiva Bhakti? Bhakti is mentioned. क्यों भगवान शिव को आराधना करना है? Now, it's such a beautiful verse. Nalam va paramopacaramidam tvekam pashunam pate pashyan kukshikatan characharaganan bahyastitan rakshitum sarvamartyapalayanaushadamati jvalakaram bikaram nikshiptam garalam galena gyalitam nodgirnameva tvaya. It's not gilitam, it should be galitam, okay? Nalam va paramopakaramidam, nalam va paramopakarakamidam tvekam pashunam pate, pashyan kukshigatan characharaganan, bahyastitan rakshitam, sarvamartyapalayanaushadamadijvalakaram bikaram, nikshiptam garalam kalena galitam notkirnameva tvaya. Hey Pashunam Pate, O Lord of all the Pashus. See, Pashu means Pashyati iti Pashuhu. Animal is that which just animates. It animates based upon what it sees. No, the animals, they cannot think and decide and plan and change and act. They can only instinctively react to what is perceived. Perceives therefore pashyati. Pashyati iti pashuhu. Only based upon what is perceived by the senses. The mind emotes based upon what is perceived. But buddhi hai hi nahi to think, should I or should I not? Based upon past experiences or planning for the future. Only human beings store food for tomorrow. Any other animal does? Fridge. You can go to the lion's den, there is a freezer there, stacked up. Does it do? It eats when it's hungry. Otherwise, it won't even touch anybody. Even as the deer may go around, or buffalo may look at him. Chalo. You escape because I'm not hungry. If I am hungry, you are out. So, and after eating, they just leave and go. Anybody else want to eat? It won't touch. But we human beings, because we are so intelligent. Third Rasagulla, why? Tomorrow nahi milega, aaj hi le lo. Doggy bag le lo, gada ke liye nahi hai, mujhe liye, mere liye. Doggy bag. So we only store. Why? Planning for the future. Maybe in 3 hours I'll be hungry. Swamiji, can I have a pack of breakfast for? On my way. Yeah. See, this is the why human beings are said to be mananat manushya. Because he thinks. Man, the word man came from mananat. Man hai to manushya hai. But in essence, most of us, by evolution, we are Pashus only. In front of Bhagavan, we are only Pashus. Because what we think is only for a selfish purpose. The Bhagavan considers us also only Pashu. Therefore, Pashunam Pate, oh, the Lord of Pashu. You know the story of how the Samudra Matanam took place. That the Devatas and Rakshasas, they decided to, they cannot agree on anything. Bipartisan decision they took. Let us bring out the beautiful Amritam out of this milky ocean, for which we will use Mahendra mountain as the churning rod and Vasuki as the rope to churn. So when this was decided in the presence of Bhagavan Vishnu, everybody was so delighted to proceed. Then once the Vasuki was brought, it has two ends, head and the tail. So Vishnu said to the Devatas, take to the tail. And Rakshasas, take to the head. So Rakshasas were very happy. See, Devatas are given only tail. We are given head. Not knowing Vishnu's idea. Then they started to churn. And first thing that came out is Ala Vishnu. Terrible poison. Nobody could stand that. And as it is started to give, Vasuki started to, it came out of the mouth, fuming. And even the smell of it, even the breathing of that will put one to complete death. They ran out of that place. But when it is all chaos there, pandemonium, everybody was trying to wear a mask also. What do you call that? What's such a grand grade that put? N4, N8, whatever. They tried to stop that. No, it is more powerful than our COVID. So at that time, they could not tolerate that. They went to Bhagavan Vishnu. Please, do something. Bhagavan Vishnu very categorically said that I am already holding on to the Mahendra mountain. It is on my shoulder. I am as a tortoise holding on to it. All right? And because when I am holding on to it, it may rise up. Therefore, I am on the top also, sitting on the Garuda, I am pushing it down. So I am below and above. I am so busy, not available. only person who can do that is Shiva. Why? Because he is the only one who takes whatever others don't take. So go to him. So when they pray to Bhagavan Shiva, and Shiva in his meditation realized that this is going to cause a great calamity to everyone. And he consumed it. Think of it. The poison that can kill everyone at once, Bhagavan consumed it with a great delight. And what did he do? He did not swallow, he did not spit out. Nikshiptam, last line, held in his own throat. Garalam Visham. Gale in his own throat. Na galitam, he did not swallow. Na udgirna mevatvaya. Not even he spat it. He did not vomit it. Why? Why he did that? He did that, Pashyam, second line, Pashyam, seeing, Kukshikadan chara charaganan. All the living beings, the entire universe, cosmos, was in his stomach. Kukshikadan, one who had held the poison in his own throat, because in his stomach alone was all the chara achara gana, moving and unmoving. The entire world is in his stomach. Think of it. You are all where? In the Madhya Pradesh of the Lord. And the interesting thing is, when you look up, the blue sky is Bhagavan's throat. Where he is holding, think of it, that the atmospherical air, if it is not there, we will all be dead. Is it not true? Think. Beyond a particular portion, aspect, beyond a particular layer, you cannot survive. Scientific fact. You cannot survive. There is no oxygen. Yes or no? Who is holding it? The blue sky is Bhagavan's throat. We are under that, being held carefully. He understanding chara achara ganan kukshishridan rakshitum, to protect. And all the devatas are all who are said to be in the Swargaloka, they are bahyastitan. They also should be protected, because if he vomits, they will be dead. If he swallows, we will be dead. Pashyan kukshikadan chara acharaganan bahyastitan rakshitum. And he saw that all the devatas and rakshasas, they ran. Sarvamartya palayana. Even that which is garalam, the poison, even the smell of it will be dangerous, will not be able to be alive. Even amartya ganan, even those devatas who are said to be amaras, said to be immortals. But that Vasuki's poison, it is not paisam, poison. It's a poison. Even smell of it, one cannot survive. So amartya, all those immortals, falayana, they ran. They just took helter-skelter. They ran. But Bhagavan, what did he do? Aushadam iti. Adijwalakaram bhikaram. What did he take it? Take it as aushadhi. He took it as a medicine. He took it as a herb. He took it as an elixir. That is why he is Mrityunjaya Bhagavan. Right? No, nothing can destroy him. Even so much of poison cannot touch him. Why? He's conquered the death. Even the poison is aushadhi for him. Sarvamartyapalayanau shadamadijwalakaram bhikaram. Adijwalakaram. It will burn you. As even you smell it, we have experienced a little bit of it. When you have this COVID, the whole place, the body is like burning and you're losing ability to see. Some people are ability to taste, ability to smell, ability to feel, ability to see. And all our inherent latent disease or sickness has become exaggerated. Thanks to whoever did it. Sarvamartyapalayanau shadamadijwalakaram bhikaram nikshiptam garalam galena galitam nodgirnameva tvaya. Now udgirnameva tvaya. Not even you vomited it, held it. Is it not enough? Na alamba. This is not even enough for you to worship him. Parama upakaramidam to ekam. He is one who is ever ready, always to serve others. Parama upakarakam idam. Ekam pashonampati. You are the only one who is ever continuously engaged in serving others. The greatest service that we do is don't criticize others. Like Bhagavan, what he did? He neither scolded anybody or through his act he did not destroy anyone, nor did he pollute himself. So when you observe things that are not according to you right, do it yourself. Neither you pollute your mind by thinking bad about the person, nor express it by hurting others. This is the way we can really worship Bhagavan. Is it not sufficient then? Who else can do this? Who else can act like here as Sri Bhagavan Shiva, who could, for the sake of protecting the people, the entire cosmos who is residing in its own stomach, also those who are staying outside, as though in the various other Bhuvaha, Subhaha, Mahaha, Janaha, Tapaha, Satyam, Idi, Saptalokeshu, Adala, Vitala, Rasatala, Talatala, Mahatala, Patala, Idi, Sapta Adalokeshu. So Adalokaha, all the lower worlds including Bhu who is in his stomach, and all others are also there. And those within him, Chara, Achara, Ganan, and those who are Martya, Amartyaha, they above 6 other worlds which are there outside him. So 8 of them inside, 6 of them outside, all of them he protected. Nalamba paramopakarakamitam tu ekam pashunam pate. Pashyan kukshikadan chara chara ganan bahyastitan rakshitum sarva martyapalayanau shadamadijwalakaram bhikaram nikshiptam garalam galena galitam notkirnameva tvaya. Who else will qualify this? We always love, we always consider those people who serve us, help us, right? Whether it is one's own mother or one's own uncle or dad or anybody brother, elder brother, or somebody, friends. We always keep in our teachers. So why? Because they have somehow helped us to become better, to become healthy, to become a grown-up individual. We should never forget that. But then we can be most considerate towards the world around us only when we don't emit evil out of us, nor become evil by keeping it in our own self, meaning polluting ourselves. Instead, hold it there, smilingly, joyfully, right? That's what Bhagavan. Nilakanta Maharaj ki jai. So every verse is so, as a selected ones only, this is verse 31. And now, when we look at it in our philosophical angle, it is said that when we sit for meditation, we always realize that unwanted thoughts are coming to us again and again and again. These thoughts are not coming from anywhere, but within ourselves only. The source of your thought is not outside. Don't say, I think my husband is making me think like this. Or my wife is making me think like this. Source of the thought is always inside. It can be triggered by an external event. It can be influenced by an external situation. As much as good thoughts are also within us only, hidden, not able to come out. But when we are in satsanga, the love for Bhagavan will happen only when we hear the stories of the Lord or be in the company of the devotees of the Lord. We come to realize the love for the Lord is always there within us. It's not coming to surface because they are suppressed by other things. But when we do the what it calls the matanam, churning, like that of what they did, Devatas and Rakshasas, for the sake of getting the Amritam. Amritam means what? Moksha. In philosophical sense, the moksha is what is considered as the Amritam here. They started to churn who is eligible, Devatas only. But they are ready to share with others. But when finally it is not given anyways. And Vishnu did his tricks to avoid that. So when churning takes place in when we listen to the knowledge or anything, it becomes a Shravana Janitam Jnanam. But that Shravana Janitam Jnanam, the knowledge gained through listening, is incomplete when there is doubt, when there is ambiguity, when there is absence of seeing its practicality. So what we need to do is mananam, which is referred as matanam. Our mind must be churned. Our mind can be churned by even passion. That's called manmata. मन का मदन करता है, वो मनमत है. Cupid, stupid. So what a Kamdev also can churn our mind. But here, Bhagavan, thinking about the Bhagavan, also with the knowledge that is learnt or heard from or read from the scriptures, when we start churning, reflection, Atmanim maranam kritva pranamam cha uttararanim, and keeping the Atmanam as mind as the lower arani and Om as the upper arani. When we start churning, first thing that comes to us is Alahala-vish. All our impurities, because that is on the surface. Our top surface of our mind is filled with impurities. As much as if a pond is there, water is there, if it is unattended for a long time, it will create a mass, right? And even sun cannot penetrate through this. In the same way, impurities, kama, krodha, lobha, moha, mada, matsarya, ityadi, all of them are at the surface of our personality. And when we start churning, they will come out first. And most importantly, when we are studying Vedanta and such other, in a philosophical thing, and we come to realize how foolishly we have been thinking ourselves to be a mortal individual. And when we come to realize that essentially we are immortal, pure and perfect, when we then, from that standpoint, when we look at others, mortal people don't understand this. This pride is also a poison. Considering oneself greater than others, that is also poison. Intolerance of others' imperfections, that is also impurity. Intolerance is also impurity. Impatience is impurity. Pride is impurity. Anger. All these impurities. And some people say, Swamiji, once Gurudev was asked this question, how is that, Swamiji? All people around you are all so egoistic. Thinking too much about themselves. So egoistic. He said, around the doctor you'll always find only patients. Will the doctor be surrounded by only healthy people? Yes. And if that, is that the doctor ever complain? All the time only patients, What else? And because he has only patients around him, he must have extreme patience. In the same way, Gurudev said, yes, there are all egoistic people around me who need to shed their ego by being with me. And I take it. I don't complain. Can I ever complain imperfections in their own people? Because they are trying to get rid of it and they do not know how, and therefore they are with me. If they already have done it, they will not be with me. A healthy person, why should he go to the doctor? So when we are in the path of spirituality and find some amount of calmness, some amount of inner joy, we must express that inner joy and not condemn and criticize and ridicule people who have imperfections. They are all in the same path. Some may know how to get rid of them, some may not know, some may not have the chance to overcome. So Bhagavan Shiva here expressing the nature of this person who is in the process of doing mathanam, or the mathanam when it happens, the impurities that come as alahala visha. Neither you swallow to make yourself sinful, nor you throw it out to destroy and disturb others. Yasmad na udvichate lokaha, lokat na udvichate sayaha. Harsha, amarsha, bhaya, udvegaihi. One who is muktaha. Sa chame priya. He is dear to me. The Lord has said, one who is not disturbed by the world, one who does not disturb the world, he is my devotee. So here, Bhagavan Shiva, is he not sufficient? Na alamba. Shankaracharya is asking us, is it not sufficient? Now, who is qualified to be a bhakta? Who can develop devotion? That's the next one, verse number 5. Smritau shastre vaidye shakuna vigata gana panitau Purane mantre va stuti natanaha seshva chaturaha katam rajñam pritihi bhavati mayi koham pashupate. Pashum mam sarvajna pratita kripaya palaya vibho. Smrtau shastre vaidye shakuna kavita gana panitau purane mantre va stuti natana hasyeshva chaturah katham rajñam pritihi bhavati mayi koham pashupate pashum mam sarvajna pratita kripaya palaya vibho. Aham achaduraha. I am not an expert. Shankaracharya. I am not at all an expert. I don't have any skill. I have no qualification. Why? Because I do not think I know anything. Smrtau shastre vaidye. Whether it is in the understanding of Smriti, Gita ityadi, Shastra, when it is said all the scriptures, Puranas, I have no expertise in that. Vaidye, even in the science of medicine, no clue. And also I do not have any expertise in Shakuna, astrology, astronomy, Kavita, poetry, prosody, Ganam, singing, and Phanitau, also in Purana, Shastra, none of those things, and also Shakuna, Kavita, Gana, Phanitau. Jnana Phanitau means expert or being very knowledgeable, what do you call, nuances, nuances of singing. No idea. Purani, in the Puranas, mantra about the various chants which are used for upasanas, bija mantras, no. Stuti, in praising the Lord, no. Natana, in dance, no. Hasya, in drama and comedy, no. Eshu achataruha. I am achataruha, not an expert. Who is saying? And think about us. If Shankaracharya is saying, I am no expert in any one of this. So when a person who does not have any qualification, how can he get any job, especially in the past, when people have some expertise in some field or any field, they go to the king and king will, seeing the quality of the person, will offer beautiful gifts. Katam rajñam pritir bhavati mayi. In me, how can there be any consideration by any king? In other words, how do I survive? Do I have anything to prove myself? Therefore, my question is, koham pashupate? Who am I? Of what use is mine? So this is beautiful because aham smrtau shastre vaidye shakuna kavita gana panito purane mantre va natana hasyeshu achadurah asmi pashupate katam rajñam mayi pritihi bhavati. Hey sarvajña mam pashupatim kripaya pratita kripaya mam pashum, me the one who is like a pashu, like an animal. What expertise that it has? Tell me. Shastra, Vaidya, Natana, Hasya, Kavita. What kind of an expertise any animal has? Kuch bhi nahi. I am also like that. So, aham pashu. He says, I am just like an animal. That's why you call yourself as Pashupate. Pashum Mam He Sarvajna. You know everything. Pratita Kripaya, you are well known for your compassion. Pratita means very well known. Bahushruta. And one which is very well known to be in this world as a very embodiment of compassion. Pratita Kripaya Mam Palaya. Please protect me. I don't know how to survive. So what is the qualification of a student? Of a bhakta? Know that you are useless. So the interesting thing is, we have a very limited little knowledge of any field. And we think we are the expert. Because of which alone, we do not allow the Lord to be part of our life. When you are too much of yourself, Bhagavan smiles. Chalo. Do. How long you can go? Let us see. He's not challenging us. It's like Bhagavan Krishna smiling when Arjuna was complaining, right? Prahasan nibabhat. Gandhivam samsrade hasta tvakcheva paridakita. I am not able to fight. Who is talking about it? Expert. The best of the archer. What happened at the battlefield? He lost all his abilities. He couldn't take his Gandiva in his hand, which was the most powerful weapon that he had, because of which he could conquer so many people and so much of wealth he brought. Dhananjaya could not hold this. Why? Because he found that all his abilities and skills have no meaning when mind is disturbed. So he was not able to withstand the situation. He collapsed. At that point, what was Bhagavan Krishna's condition? He expected this. Because you are overwhelmed by your problems. None of your problems which the soul has can be solved by the knowledge of the buddhi. The problem of the soul is incompleteness. The problem of the soul is ignorance. Ignorance of itself, not anything else. By learning, nothing wrong in learning about the world and various other skills. Yes, it will make us better in the world outside. But when it comes to facing death, tell which will help you. Anything will help you. Natana, Hasya, Kavita, Gana, Vaidya, Shastra, which will help you? Purana. We all have to face it at some point of time. It is said in the Chandogya Upanishad, Narada, who is expert in various kalas, he approached Sanat Kumaras. And what did he say? Rigvedam Bhagavato Adhyemi. I know the entire Rigveda. Yajurvedam, Samavedam, Atharvanam, Chadurtam, Itihasa Puranam, Panchamam, Vedanam, Panchamam Vedam. I know all these things, all the 4 Vedas, including all the Itihasas, Puranas. Pitrim, Rashim, Devam, Nidim, Vako, Vakyam, Ekayanam, Deva Vidyam, Brahma Vidyam, Bhuta Vidyam, Shatra Vidyam, Nakshatra Vidyam, Sarpa Deva, Jana Vidyam, Etat Bhagavo Adhyemi. I know all these things. Bhuta Vidya, Shatra Vidya, Nakshatra Vidya, Sarpa Vidya. But then, Soham Bhagavato Mantra Vid Eva Asmi. All these things I know as mantras. Meaning, Akkal mein hai. In my knowledge, in my buddhi, it is there. Refined, very good knowledge, I'm an expert. na atmavit. But I don't know who I am. Shrutam hi eva me bhagavan. Oh, I come to know, I very well know that Bhagavan, I know. What is that you know? Shokam atmavid eva tarayati. Atmavid alone who can. He soham bhagavah sochami tamma bhagavan shokasya ma param tarayatu iti. So, oh please, he asked Sanat Kumaras, I know that only thing that can make me cross over the endless ocean of sorrow is Atma Jnana. Na mantra jnanam, na veda jnanam, na chadurvida veda jnanam, itihasa jnanam va, purana jnanam va, yajurveda, samaveda, adarva veda, mantra veda, kshatriya veda, dhanurveda, ayurveda. No. Tarati shokam atmavidi iti shrutam. Only a person of self-knowledge alone can cross over the sorrow. Tasmat tvam e bhagavan tam mam bhagavan shokasya param tarayatu. So this knowledge, as we saw, cannot be once unless one has the love for the Lord to gain it from the Lord Himself directly. Bhagavan also said, I will give you that knowledge. If only you meditate, completely giving up all other preoccupation and tesham satatayuktanam bhajatam priti purvakam dadami buddhi yogam tam ye namam upayanti te. Only that people who are completely surrendered to me, to them I shall impart that knowledge. So here he said that I am Pashuhu. Pashum mam sarvajna pratita kripaya palaya vibho smrito shastre vaitye shakuna kavita gana panitau purane mantreva sutinatana hasyeshu achaturah katam rajñam pritir bhavati mayiko ham pashupate pashum mam sarvajna pratita kripaya palaya vibho. I was there in our center in Chinmaya Mission Alpharetta, where the new consecration of Shivalinga was done. So I happened to be the one who did the first consecration of the Abhishek of the Lord. Very emotional, because we just came back from being at Kashi Vishwanath. And I did not know that this program is there. When after I came here back, and then they said, Swamiji, this needs to be done. I said, okay, let us do. And then almost an hour or more of all the dravyas offering there to Bhagavan Shiva. And after that, the priest was also there who was chanting all the mantras, and then finally it was placed into the altar, and then obviously they decorated with all sort of things, the various malas, various rudrakshas, and then cloth, and then flowers, and then garland. And so after that my talk started. I said, Bhagavan Shiva, he wants to be himself. All that he needs is just water. All the things that you have put on him, he is feeling a little uncomfortable. Aham na bhushana priyaha. I am not a person, I am not one who likes all sort of things on my body. So I told them, first thing tomorrow you should do is remove it. Because even though you like to see all the various things on his body, what he wants is nothing but what? Even in Tulsi Ramayana it is said, when he was getting ready for the marriage, what was the ornaments that were given to him? snakes on his body. The skin of a tiger on his, and jata in a kamandal and vibhuti. Done. Decoration done. Not like first and second foundation, third foundation, fourth foundation, and then others. So, nothing like that. So, simplify your life. Like Bhagavan Shiva. Do not add more and more to your own. Don't become artificial. Don't pretend. Just be. It's a very difficult thing for us to be simple. We are such a complex entities. We all want to go only to complex. Multiplex. Not even complex, multiplex. But if you are true devotee of the Lord, you would go to the most simple way of living. And Bhagavan Shiva is the best example. You give him water, he is happy. Ashutoshaha. At once he will become happy. What you need to do? Take Ganga Jal and offer him. Very good. I am so happy. So here in the next verse, what is that which makes a bhakta able to relate oneself to the Lord? Innocence, simplicity, total guileless presence, mind. And best example is what is known as Kannappa. The Kannappa Nayanar, the story probably you know. One who was a hunter, was just a hunter, and he had obviously no prior experience of worship, of rituals, nothing. He was a forest dweller, and in that forest itself there happened to be a Shiva shrine, and a local village person used to go every day and clean up the place and also offer some vibhuti, some flowers and fruits and roots and others that are available around, clean up the place and go back. That was being done by a priest, a person who knows some rituals, chanting mantras. One day, this Bedara Kannappa, who is said to be the hunter Kannappa, very well known in Karnataka as Bedara Kannappa. Bedara means Beda in Tamil is. So you happened to be coming along in that place, and he looked at the shrine. He did not have any idea what that is. A stone, nicely decorated, flowers and all. Some fruits were kept. Somehow his mind was gravitated towards that. Went and sat there. Just like Sri Ramana Maharshi, who did not ever heard about the name Thiruvannamalai. He had never been there also. But when we heard the name Thiruvannamalai, suddenly something changed in his heart. That is where I have to go. He has never been there. He never heard of it ever. He did not know which direction it is. But that is what is said to be the Purva Karma. Purva Punya Karma is that which makes you able to draw yourself to the Lord. So, like Ramana Maharshi, who could leave everything and proceed towards his abode, final abode, never to come back again anywhere. And he said, I have reached my abode of my father, no more going anywhere. Because I found myself. It's called Sthala Sannyas. Where else to go? I have found myself completely at peace here. Where else I need to go? We go here, there, here, only to find some joy or the other, somewhere. And he found in himself. And for such a person, wherever he is joyful. Yogaratova, Bhogaratova, Sangaratova, Sangabhihina, Yasya Brahmani Ramate Chittam Nandati Nandati Nandati. Yasya Chittam Brahmani Ramate Saha Nandati Nandati. So then here Bedar Kannappa, this hunter, when he looked at this Shivalinga, which he had seen before, something made him able to go there, drew him towards that, sat there. Eyes were filled with tears, overwhelmed with emotion. He looked at it as though I found something here. I have to give, I have to offer something. But what do I have? Nothing. I have to do something. So he walked out of that place. He only knew hunting. What else? So he came after hunting probably some deer or something, made sure that it is clean. He took that very meat and he brought it. Removed all the flowers and fruits, everything. And it was little dirty, so he kept the meat in a leaf there. Went to the river. He took the water from there. It did not hold much, because by the time he walked, it was slowly drifting away from his hand. Again he picked up some water, again through the fingers. How do I clean? Without the water. He took the water into his mouth and came and he threw the water on the Shivalinga, cleaned it. And then he wanted to offer the decorative mala for him. He didn't have anything. He took his slippers, put it in both sides as a decoration, and then offered the mamsa. Bhagavan, take it. Somehow I wanted to give you something. I know only this. Take it. Nothing happened. Waited for some time. You are not happy with me. Okay, I'll try tomorrow. He went. Next day the priest came. He was absolutely shocked. Who did this? What a discretion. I mean, what called? Desecration. What is the word? Desecrating act. Meat? And then he removed everything, cursing whoever had done it. Then again with holy chants and etc., he cleaned the entire place. Probably he has cow dung also. He cleaned up the entire place, made it clean. Water he offered, flowers he offered, and then whatever fruits and everything he offered. And he profusely sought apology from the Lord. Please forgive. I do not know what happened. I was not there all the time to look at what is going on and so. Next day he also came. He saw that, oh, beautifully done. But what do I have? Mams. He again vomited water on it, cleaned it up, put the meat in front of him. Bhagavan. That day also he prayed, nothing happened. He went back. Third day also the same thing, and the priest came and he was really now very upset. Somebody is purposely doing this. I have to find out who it is. So he cleaned up everything and put the flower, etc. And he went to the near a tree and hid himself to find out who is this. For a long time there was no movement. Then slowly he heard one forest dweller, a hunter. He was coming, dark-skinned, uneducated, illiterate, low-level living, according to him. Came there, and then again he vomited the water. He just couldn't tolerate. What is he doing? Vomited the water, cleaned up the place. Somehow he maintained the patience. I want to see what he is doing, what he is going to do. He offered that meat there, prayed. This is the third day. Bhagavan, I am doing this. You are not interested in my food or what? As he was talking to him, Suddenly he found where the eyes of the Lord would be. Slowly the blood started coming out. He said, this mamsa cannot be the source of the blood, because I made it sure that it is without any of this blood. What would be the reason why the eyes of the Lord is showing blood? What happened there? He tried to remove the blood, it again started coming, removed, again coming. I think his eyes are injured. One eye is injured, right eye is injured. I should do something about it. And he had his arrow. If he's not having one eye, what's the point of me having two eyes? He poked his eyes, removed it, and placed it on that place where the blood was coming. Blood stopped. Finally, I know that you are here. I know that. You are not a stone. You are a person. You are a being. I know very well. But then you are not responding to me. Now you showed that you are here. You are looking at me. Now I can see myself with my eyes. You are seeing with my eyes. You are so delighted, happy. That's enough. I'm seeing, you are seeing me. Again, as you looked, other side, other eyes, blood started coming out. Now, what do I do now? Bhagavan cannot be without eyes. One eye is there, but the other one is also, and he tried to remove the blood. It is not going. Again and again he tried, no. Now, if I have to place my other eye also onto him, how do I know where to place? So he took his toe, placed it where the blood was coming, so that he knows where to put. And he took his arrow, about to poke his eyes. Stop! The sound came from not the priest, from Bhagavan. I am here. I understood. You are truly my Bhakta. You never even questioned, you didn't even add a single thought of to do or not to do. There is no hesitation. There is no doubt in your mind. Your innocence, your love has moved me. Here I am to take whatever you give. So thus the Lord appeared in front of him, blessed him. The priest was watching from behind, could not understand anything that is happening there, except the fact that the way he had expressed his love by poking one eye and ready to poke the second eye also, that has really moved him. He came running and fell at his feet. You are the true Bhakta. All that we do is mantra, japa, this and that, and offer everything. We didn't even know whether he's taking or not, we just walk away. But you, even though what you have offered is, according to tradition, is not the right one. But that's what your love is. That's what the way you look. What we eat, what we enjoy is what we should give to the Lord. That's what he wants. Patram, pushpam, phalam, toyam, yome, bhaktya prayachadi, tataham bhakti upakritam. Ashnami. Prayatatmanaha ashnami. The one who gives to me with love, I take not the object that you offer, I take the love that you offer. That is what I want. Bhagavan takes, if Bhagavan takes whatever you have, you be only one laddu there. Not the whole thing. Why? हमारे लिए क्या है? अब उनको नहीं मिलेगा कुछ. So we always are very, very careful. Only one son. Bhagavan, that's all enough sufficient for you. Tera tujhko arpan. So the Lord also very considerate. Okay, at least that much you are giving, it's okay. But he had expressed himself, I am not taking anything, I am taking your love. So even as an uneducated, illiterate, prakrita purusha, out of innocence when he offers anything to the Lord, Bhagavan takes that with great joy. Margavartita paduka pashupatehe angasya kurchayate kandu shambuni shechanam puraripoho divyabhishekayate kinchit bhakshita mamsa shesha kavalam navyopaharayate bhakti kim na karotyaho vanacharo bhaktavatam sayate margavartita paduka pashupate rangasya kurchayate kandu shambuni shechanam purarivoh divyabhishekayate kinchit bhakshita mamsa shesha kavalam navyopaharayate bhaktim kim na karodi aho vanacharo bhaktavatam sayate. Bhaktihi kim karoti? Aho, oh, what devotion cannot do. Kim na karoti bhaktihi? Even a Prakrita Purusha has become Nayanar. He is a Shaivite saint. He has become a Shaiva saint. Kannappa Nayanar. Among all the great scholars who have become Nayanars, and they are also Bhaktas only, not that they are mere scholars. Compared to all other great luminaries, he is also included. But because of what? Does he know anything? Veda, Shastra, Itihasa, Purana, Vaidya, Dhanurveda, Ayurveda, Jyotisha. What does he know? Nothing. Upanishadva, Gita, none of those. Bhakti, just devotion. Simple, pure, innocent, implicit, totally faithful. Bhakti kim na karodi aho. Vanacharaha, a mere dweller in the forest, bhaktavatam sayate, has become a pure devotee. Bhakti kim na karodi aho vanacharo bhaktavatam sayate. And what did he do? What did he offer as the grass? You know, the munja grass or grass that is decorated for the Lord. Margavartita paduka pashupate rangasya kurchayate. Margavartita paduka. The paduka, the slipper that are used for walking on that rough paths. During those times they did not have anything, so they used the grass and then thick grass or dried grass and then smash it, make a paste and then mold it, and that is what is used as the slippers. Margavartita paduka, or wooden planks. Anga Bashupatehe Angasya Kurchayate. It becomes the kurcha, the grass decoration for the Lord. Abhishek. Kandu Shambuni Shechanam Puraripoho Divya Abhishekayade. The mouthful of water. Kandu Shambu. Kandu Sham in mouth. Kandu Shambu. The water that is brought with the mouth. Nishechanam, sprinkling. But that become Puraripoho of the Lord's Divya Abhisheka. A most auspicious Abhishek. Abhishinchanam, Abhisheka means to sprinkle or offer water. And what did he do? He took it in mouth and then put it there. Kinchit bhakshita mamsa shesha kavalam. Bhakshita mamsa. He said that also he did not give raw meat. Like what our Shabari did. After having tasted half of it, yes, it is tasty, now take it. In the same way, he chewed it so that Bhagavan need not have to chew it. Make sure that all the blood and everything is gone, the hardness is gone, and made it soft, and then kinchit bhakshita mamsa shesha kavalam. A part of the food which he has already chewed and made soft, and that he put it there. Navya upaharayate. It becomes the most beautiful, tasty offering of food. Bhakti kim na karotyaho vanacharo bhaktavatam sayate. So the heart of a devotee is so connected to the Lord, and we don't even understand how a bhakta feels about the Lord, not as an external pratima, a form, an external power, or external, devata. It is my own heart, my own thought, my own feeling and emotion, one who is presiding and watching everything that I do, where I don't need to look for him. He is looking for me. He is always with me. Bhagavan also says, I am the most closest to you. Upatrashta numanta cha bharta bhokta maheshwara paramatmedi cha abhiyukta dehesmin purusha para. Asmin dehe. In your body alone, that Lord is constantly watching you. Swamiji, that is scary. Huh? I even scared about this cameras that are watching me. You are saying the Lord is watching me. Yes. Where? From inside. You cannot escape. Think of that. If you can have the constant company of the Lord who is watching you from within, can you even have a wrong thought happening in your head? Forget about the action. Even a thought of any evil nature, a hurtful nature, impure nature. And it is also true that when you have Him constantly in your heart, who is watching everything that you even think, not even a wrong thought will arise. Not that you be afraid of Him, because it won't even come. In the presence of somebody whom you love the most or you respect the most, will you have any wrong thought coming to your mind? That's why when people come to a temple which they worship, Swamiji, mind is shant here. Kahan se shant mil raha hai aapko? From the ceiling it is coming down to on your head. No, your love for the Lord whom you respect and love, because of in His presence, even the so-called thoughts which can be wrong, which are hidden in you, will not rise up. Even if it is there. And when it is constantly there, how can we not be pure? Our impurities is because of our impure thoughts. And that we arise when we become mindless, inattentive. When we become attentive to the Lord's presence, how can it come even? So, bhakti kim na karotyaho vanacharo bhaktavatam sayate margavartida paduka pashupate rangasya kurchayate kandusham munishechanam puraripur divyabhishekayate kinchit bhakshita mamsa kesha kavalam bhaknavyopaharayate bhakti kim na karotyaho vanacharo bhaktavatam sayate. Selected verses Now, you understand why I put the selected ones, because it has to follow some, otherwise, as I said, in different places, different items, things are there. Shankaracharya had weaving things to us. Now, next verse, we'll just start and we'll see more of it after the break. Jaladi matana daksho naiva patala bedi. न च वनमृगयायां नैव लुब्धप्रवीणः अशनकुसुमभूषा वस्त्रमुख्यां सपर्याम् कथय कथमहं ते कल्पयानीन्दुमौले जलधि मदन दक्षो नैव पातालभेदी न च वनमृगयायां नैव दुप्तप्रवीणः वशनकुसुमभूषा वस्त्रमुख्यां सपर्यां कथय कथमहं ते कल्पयानीन्दुमौले. What is the verse number here? 85, yes. Now, what is Bhagavan wears in his body? Snakes. Try. Huh? Will you wear? Even the thought of it, you will feel jittery. Snake, even I have to, there is a pit, I saw one snake. Where is Swamiji? There near the fountain. You go through the backside and then go to the car. Even the very thought, the sight of it is so. When Bhagavan is wears his ornaments. What is he wearing as his cloth? Skin of a tiger or an elephant. For that to do, we must first of all, they don't need to kill the animal, but a killed animal or dead animal, you just take the skin out of it and wear. What is that he eats regularly as his food, special food? Poison. Special holiday food or weekend food. He says, I don't know how to get all these things for you, O Lord. What do? Jaladi madana daksho. I'm not the one who could churn the ocean like Devatas did. Jalati matana dakshaha na eva aham. I'm not one who is expert in churning the ocean to get poison for you. Naiva patala bedi. I'm not even one who could go to Patala where we have all these snakes, reptiles, which you wear as your ornaments. Jaladimadana dakshaha naiva aham garalam datum samartaha. Padala bedina aham nagabaranam katam tubhyam arpayami. How do I offer a Nagabhushanam? And I am not the one who is an hunter who can bring you skin to wear. Vanamrigayayam naiva lubdha praveenaha. I am not able to procure. Lubdha means to procure, to get. I am not a praveen, I am not an expert in bringing out Vanamrigayayam. Kadam tava Ye gaja charmambaram datum samartaha. How do I give a elephant skin or a tiger skin to you? Hey Hindu Maule, oh the one who is having beautiful crescent moon in your head. Ashana kusuma bhusha vastra mukyam saparyam kada maham te kalpayani. How do I therefore give anything for you to eat, ashana? How anything to put as a flower, kusuma? How anything for you to place as ornament, bhushana? And how do I give your vastram, vastramukyam? And how do I worship you without any one of this? Saparyam katamaham te kalpayani e indumole. Swamiji, that is why we have Shiva Manasa Puja. You know Manasa Puja, right? What is it? How does it go? Ratnai kalpidamasanam himajalaihi snanam cha divyambaram nana mridamhargamada modangkidam chandanam jati champaka vilvapatra ruchirei pushpam dupam tada dayanide pashupade hritkalpidam grihyata. Very good. We are so expert in bypassing everything. Hritkalpidam grihyata. Nanaratna vibhushitam. Golden, jewel studded, beautiful asan. Mentally I am giving you. So we are very expert in bypassing our responsibility. But if you can give, you should. Some people ask this question is, so much of milk is wasted in pouring down onto the Bhagavan. You should have given to all the poor people. The peculiar ideas people have. Yes, no doubt, we should offer the milk, etc. to poor people, all right. Do you know how much of milk is wasted in this country itself unconsumed? And they won't give it to anybody. Throw it in the ocean. Why? Because if you give it to everybody, then the market price will go down. So when offering to Bhagavan only, they will all start questioning. Now you see, when you give out of love to your children, anybody ask the question? Huh? And that fellow, even eating, half he will eat, half he will throw. Do you think that is a waste or not? And how much you give to your children or whomever you love, no question asked. Why? I love. That's all it is. No question of what object and how pricey it is. Not that I reject all others, but my love I express through what I can give to the maximum to the one whom I love. So therefore, if a bhakta out of his love, expressing his love to offer to his own beloved, why should we question that part? And if you are so concerned, go to all the restaurants, pick up all the wasted milk and go and give it to everybody. Which consciously, knowingly we dump it in the river water. That nobody talks about. And only when it is given to Bhagavan, waste. It is not a waste. It is offering by the devotee out of absolute love what he can, he gives to him. Bhagavan is not demanding anything. You give what you love to give. I take it. What? Your love, devotion. That's what I take. Only once, so many years back, he started to consume. Ganesha started to take a little bit, finished. The whole world came to a standstill. At that time, I was in India. Milk on that day per liter was 150 rupees. Not available also. Why? Bhagavan started to drink. Finished. All became so pricey and no milk was available. Everybody is going to every possible temples. One day he did that. That's enough. To prove I am here. So if you are offering out of love to the Lord, there is no price tag on that. You should not even think about it. Oh, they are deprived. Why should I give it? They are two different things. You give to them also. If you love that, do that. But that is not in place of this. nor this is in place of that. We'll see more of the slokas after a break. Om sarve bhavantu sukhinah, sarve santu niramayaah, sarve bhadrani pashyantu, ma kaschid dukkhabhat bhavet. Om shanti shanti shanti. Harihi Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om.